Hey everybody, it is I of Hypnosis Tarot, and this is reading. This is a reading for Cancer for the duration of Scorpio season. So the first card that popped out while I was shuffling is the Seven of Cups, and what we can see with the Seven of Cups is that Cancer has a lot going on, and it may be hard to decipher where to start, and how we finesse that is by considering what needs to be prioritized, right? Okay, so what is it that you need to prioritize at this time, Cancer? And then we have the Ten of Cups and the Six of Swords. So this is something that we love. It could be a love interest. It's not always that, but this could be something that we love on a soul level, something that we need to get done. And it is at a distance, or it could be at a distance, or we may be called to arrive at a distance, literally. Like we may have to go over water somewhere, whether by bridge or by plane or what have you. But it's a traveling situation. And there's action that is needed in order to achieve this particular mission and to have this particular opportunity be fulfilled. And it also takes for the Cancer to be very calculated and ready to discuss whatever matters may be at hand, okay? And this is something not we, because I'm not a Cancer, but it's something that the Cancer holds dear to their heart, okay? Because we have the Sun here. So this is like, what is it that you actually enjoy doing? Because it can make you money, Cancer. So in essence, what we are speaking of here is, what is it that Cancer can do that actually can bring them some money, right? And what is it that they need to speak up about now? Maybe it is that Cancer needs to find more, or be hip to more information, to go deeper, to see, okay, wow, this is the path I want to go, so now I need to learn more about X, Y, and Z, right? But it's in its beginning stages. So there's that. And there's something that may have been planned already. And Cancer can be a star in this particular situation. And so what I've noticed about Cancer is this. And my personal interactions with Cancer, I have noticed that they can be brilliant, they can be genius, but they don't go that hard, right? Tend to be very comfortable, but this depends on the way this individual's natal chart is set up or what have you. But there are certain things that they've already planted that can bring them to being the star, okay? But there's a certain type of fixed energy that needs action. So maybe you've been sitting on things for a while, but you need to make an adjustment. And we will see things come to fruition by springtime. Literally by like March 20th, March 21st of 2022. Okay? And these things can bring us money. So what is it, Cancer, that you need to be mindful of at this time? What is it that you need to prioritize? Okay? And this is pretty straight to the point. Now, Nine of Cups, God of Wands. Now this is a different deck. Okay, so Cancer, in order for you to have this particular fulfillment, it can be a male individual that can help you to bring things to fruition, but you have to be careful of things that hold you back, of constantly doing the same thing and expecting a different result, or leaning on, leaning on things that are comfortable for the Cancer. However, they may not be good for growth. That's the best way I can describe that. And then there's the Magician. So Cancer, it's that there's an action that needs to take place because you have all that you need. You're just not making the moves. And this is the thing about Cancer that I tend to see. And it's interesting that it pops up this way. So it's time for action. Okay? If you don't take action, it can be your fall. It can be your failure by not making any moves. So you have to be guarded, yes, but you have to also consider the cost of what it's going to take for you to move to the next level. And you have to be patient with yourselves. And there's certain things that you have to walk away from, okay? But you are supreme. It is the supreme being, and you have to stop being so hard on yourself. Take this time within the home front to take advantage of the energies and the opportunities that are set before you, because things are about to move fast for you. So I love this reading so far, because even though there are certain things that Cancer needs to let go of, there is a lot of opportunity. Eight of Wands is here. Four of Swords. There's a lot of thinking that needs to be done. So this is about actually taking the time to create a plan, right? To actually write things down and get them together. Not thinking about the past and what hasn't served you, because that's not going to take you anywhere. But it's time to set forth on an action. Again, travel. There may be certain places or spaces that you need to be in order for you to make these moves. And again, it falls back to the fifth house, things that deal with the sun, of how you present yourself, right? And again, we have the Six of Swords. So again, we have plenty of cards here. I'll just show you these last two. So, Six of Swords, be ready for travel. Be ready to make a move. Be ready for offerings, because by your gifts will make way. So there could be a monetary gift that is in the making. Also, this speaks to being diplomatic within your relationships, but holding back at the same time, not giving too much, because that's going to, as odd as it may seem, that is what is going to help you to move forward and attain monetary sources, okay? And the Ace of Cups. So this is an opportunity to gain what it is that you sincerely desire in life. What is it that your passion? What is it that you've been waiting for an opportunity to do, to sincerely show yourself? And there's a bit of indecision with Cancer, but there's somebody who's an earth sign who may be able to help you get grounded and be fixed in your energy, so that you can sincerely have what you desire, so that you can celebrate the things of self and moving forward. Okay? All right, so there's that. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shuffle this other deck and see if there's anything else. But here, the answer is pretty straightforward, at least to me, that Cancer needs to let go of what no longer serves them and hop onto what does. And it may be a little uncomfortable, but again, ultimately it's all worth it. You know what? Let me use this deck. I'll use this deck again. And having more control over your life and what it is. And I will always go back to what it is that you love and value, because value. What we value is the energy we give. We give our energy to what we value, right? So let's see. What else is there for Cancer? What else does Cancer need to know at this time? Energy for Cancer. Oops. What is it they need to know at this time? What is it that they need to know at this time? What is it that Cancer needs to know at this time? For Cancer, what they need to know at this time. Already for Cancer, what they need to know at this time. What is it that Cancer needs to know at this time, and how to attain it. Alright, okay, so here we go. Indecision on their creativity. Now, here's one thing I noticed about Cancer too. Cancers can be quite great, especially Cancers that have Gemini and, that have Mercury and Gemini, because that Mercury and Gemini is the highest of the high. It's like a great aspect or placement for a Mercury, right? So Cancers, we can see that their Mercury can land in Gemini, right? So it's taking those thoughts and bringing them to fruition, which is actually brilliant. So we have the Page of Cups here, which is speaking to that water energy. What is it that you need to create, but you're indecisive about, or you don't know how to go about? You need to sit with self and say, and make a plan of, okay, well, what is it that's going to take me further? Excuse me, I'm getting tongue tied. And to bring that forward, to actually devise a plan. Okay. Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Okay, so bringing that to fruition. And there can be a woman that helps a Cancer to